I'm Annette Bickford. I'm an adjunct faculty member here at York University, and I've been teaching for about 10 years in anthropology, sociology, critical criminology, gender studies, equity studies, and in the transitional year program. I teach from a social justice perspective. I think that it's really important for students to go beyond just summarizing, understanding the text. It's important for them, of course, to understand the text, but they need to find their own voice and to have the confidence to challenge, to trust their own voice. So I try to nurture a classroom that makes it emotionally safe for students to ask questions and to challenge not only me and the text and each other, but themselves, to extend themselves in new directions. One of the things that we do to question taken for granted assumptions is body projects. And the body projects, the students can choose whatever they want to look at. And we had one student who went and got acrylic nails and wore those for a week, and he really struggled with it. We had another guy who got a full body wax. We had a woman who got her face latexed and dressed up as an elderly woman and rode the subways, and said that it felt like everybody was, rushing past her, and she felt socially invisible. Nobody looked at her as she walked by. So we all learned a lot from that. We had a guy who went down to the financial district and begged for a day, took off all of his jewelry to go down and beg for a day, and he said that within minutes he felt socially invisible. We had a guy who managed to get into prison. He had a friend who got him in, I don't know how, but he spent a night in prison and was able to tell us how it felt to be in prison. So then they give these presentations in class, and they're amazing, and they also write research papers, and they ground this stuff theoretically and analyze power relations. So it's not just about learning to empathize, they're also grounding it in theoretical work. We've also had authors who we've been studying come to the classroom via Skype. One lived too far away to come and give a guest presentation, so she came in via Skype, and the students got to interact with her, and they actually challenged her, which was amazing. We've been to the archives so that students can get hands-on experience with the materials and its methodology as well. What's really important for students is that you empathize with them and you try to understand what it feels like to be in their position. Have high expectations, high standards, but also can communicate to them that you believe that they have the ability to do this. And listen to them and appreciate each one for their individual strengths. And it's important to give students honest feedback, constructive feedback, not just empty praise, and to give them assignments that are meaningful to their lives, that they can really learn from, and it becomes about more than just getting grades. Students sometimes ask me before the test, well, what's important? What should we be focusing on? Should we be focusing on names, dates, details, summaries of the readings? And I say to them, try to think about what you'll carry with you 5 years from now. What will be important to you 5 years from now? And focus on that. And try not to get caught up in details that really don't matter.